Cam Little to kick off.
Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you up in the booth. Kicker Cam Little down on the field. Looks ready to get things started. And we're off on EA Sports. He stopped on the run back at the 27. For the Rams offense, getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And it's their fifth-year quarterback leading the charge.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
First play is to the air. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion, out of the slot. Throwing off the play fake. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. They're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up A 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're led out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like, but I know this. You've got to have it to play in this league.
First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. We're going to look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll work against the blitz. Taken in by Williams outright. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the stride moving. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Rams who's pretty shaken up and being tended to.
Here we go.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
For the Lions.
Come on.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, right back to Gibbs. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
19 Tiger. Cowboy 80. Watch the bullet.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. A timeout now as medical staff runs out to deal with an injured player, and that's A.J. Brown, the man in question. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Finds a man right side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Gibbs now from the gun. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions have a great first drive and get the game's first points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams headed back out for their second drive now. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Looking to throw here. Catch made by Loveland. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
And the Rams, first down.
Here's the handoff. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every home run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
On target to Moore. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 1-point game.
Touchdown, Rams.
Brown able to tack on the point after. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Lions and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And that passing touchdown he started this game off with, just what we expected from somebody who you can see is among the NFL leaders in finding the end zone this year. On first down, here's Sanders. It is caught left side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends have been in favor, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Going for his back, but it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. His game is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. That's the end of 1. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Now Sanders. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Rams 7. Cam Little with the kickoff.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
Rams take over.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. First down, play action. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. On second down, a run with Williams. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, keep a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
This one's caught. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Set up the screen. Here's Nacua. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Lions and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year is over.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Awesome.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Let's go now. 60. Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, right?
Play action, Sanders. Oh, someone stepped in He's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had here, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside. This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where more exciting plays were taken away downfield. Even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Rams tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He goes out of bounds on the return. The Lions and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And he's one of the best in the league this season. Still the guy that everybody is chasing in passing yards. Look at that. Up over 3,000 of them to this point. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground. Who gives? Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play, dumps it off to his running back. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. After the play, officials calling for a stoppage here. We've got whistles, and it's for Kyron Williams. Looks like he is worse for the wear after that snap. Third down from the gun. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing again here, Sanders. He beams one deep right side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Plowing up the middle. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action on 1st down. Approaching the goal line.
Yeah, on one hand, an excellent play call. On the other, I got to give some credit to the effort of that defense. It was taken away all by the heart of one player to chase him down and never give up.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He's coming, double up.
Go.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Being a little bit there, it kind of feels like a game of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Aaron's first on the tackle. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Gets everything he has under this one. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Has it at the 37. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At the 49-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one.
And the Lions are there to bring him down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.